Hi, I'm Andy Shaw. I read Robert Allen's book, Multiple Streams of Income, back in 2004, 2005, and it changed my life. I'd never got into personal development before, and I'd gone and made myself a multi-millionaire in a very short period of time in property investing. And somebody said to me, after I'd made all these millions, somebody said to me, "You could, haven't you read Robert Allen's book, Nothing Down?" I said, "What's that mean then?" And he said, "Well, there's a property investment book, teaches you how to become a property investor." I thought, what, they teach people how to do this stuff I've already learnt? Well, why isn't the world full of millionaires then? And that sent me on one of the journeys of my life, which has led me in the direction I've gone. But what it did was I went and read Robert's book. It wasn't the first book I read, but it was one of the first handful. And I thought, well, I really liked what he'd got to say. So I looked him up and I found this other book he'd written called Multiple Streams of Income. And I went into this and I just read it and it blew me away. As you can see, there's like notes all the way through it, highlighted bits and that sort of thing. And there was a section in the middle of it called about infopreneuring. And I got to it and there was a line right at the back of the chapter. And I'm going to just read it to you, if I can find the damn thing. But where he basically said, here it is. He said, if you knew that you could make $20 a word, would you be motivated to write 1,000 words right now? Because he'd worked out that roughly for every word he wrote in his book, it was worth $20. And this fascinated me, this did, because I thought, I can write a few words and that sort of thing. And so I thought, right, okay, what am I going to do? What am I going to, am I going to get into this? Well, anyway, it took me about a year, but in the end, I ended up writing this book, right? And I'm here to tell you that Robert Allen is completely wrong, right? Completely wrong, right? $20 a word? Nothing. Right, what he showed me in here, I wrote in this book, and I wrote this book and it became UK's best-selling book on property investment. It's not for sale anymore, but it generated so much revenue because there was, what he taught me in this book showed me how to increase the revenue from it. So selling the book is next to nothing. It was the upsells and that sort of thing. So what Robert said was, you make $20 per word. Well, there's 145,000 words in this book. And it took me a massive amount of 20 hours to write. And out of that 20 hours, I turned it into over 20 million in revenue. That's pounds, that's not dollars. So at the time that was worth probably $40 million. But out of pounds, so this is why Robert's wrong, I turned that into 136 pounds per word. Right? This man knows, and he changed my life. And I wrote that book, and lots of people went on to become millionaires, multi-millionaires, because I'd written that book. And on average, just the email responses I got showed me over £125 million was made by other people thanks to reading my book. And I got to do that thanks to Robert inspiring me, that I could read it, I could write it, and I could make $20 a word. So I'd like to say thank you, Robert, for inspiring me for the $20 a word. And you were way wrong, mate. There's loads more money. This book has led me on and to make even more money, because I've written 2 other books now. Because what he inspired me here was I got really inspired because he said, people said to me, well, these books out there teach you how to make money. And I thought, wow, everybody should be rich then. Why isn't everybody rich? And I read his book, Nothing Down. I thought, well, this is so simple. This is easy. Why isn't everybody rich? And that led me to my latest works, which basically say, I teach people why they can't be a success. So thanks to him, I've now become an infopreneur, and I, following the systems that are in this book. And this morning, because I was very fortunate enough to have dinner with him last night, and this morning I thought, right, okay, I'll just have a look at that, see if I can find that line. And basically I went through and look at all the pages I've turned over in just the one chapter I've read this morning that I still haven't done yet, right? So this book is extremely valuable, and I would wholeheartedly recommend Robert to any of you. Thanks for watching.